Hello, Mr. Horse here. Now, I think it's time for us to try or to confront or tackle guitar exercise 2.13. Now, in the previous video, I provided a scaffolding, right? Just kind of an extra support to bridge to bridge 2.12 and 2.13 because the gap regarding the difficulty level of the two pieces, is kind of large, right? So I kind of added a small step there, a small step from 2.12, to this practice, and then from this practice now to 2.13, right? Now that's important, a strategy in education, right? Okay. So if you have practice or played, that practice piece, that workout, that I call it preparatory workout, then you know that we are starting from the 12th and 13th fret. Okay, so again, here I'm only using the open chord, fingering. I'm not using, right? Okay, I'm not using, that's gonna be, that's a lot harder to do, right? Especially when you're moving along on the guitar fingerboard. So anyway, so here in the practice we did 1, 2, 2, 1, right? Now in this guitar exercise 2.13, we are doing 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Now if you compare the two, you play the first 1, 2, 2, 1 first, and then right away you play 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you definitely can feel that. One, two, 1, 2 is harder. Okay, try that a few times. Okay, so that's gonna. I think that's the hardest in this, in this guitar exercise. That's gonna be the hardest chord change. That's easy. See here, if I stick to my regular fingering, there's no problem. But when I first play it, I tried to change to a different fingering. And what happened? I got into trouble, right? So I mean, the thing is, that's why using consistent fingering, consistent, you don't change. I mean, okay, this is the way I've been playing, practicing, then I would just stick to it. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to improvise fingering. I mean, here I'm talking about my left hand. I mean, really same thing in the right hand. I'm not going to improvise. I'm not going to change every time. That's not good. Okay, I know some guitar teachers support that. Okay, no. Mm-mm. You don't do that. I mean, the muscle memory, right? Okay, everything goes in here, also goes in your brain, I mean, the connection, the neural connection. Okay, so I mean, once you establish that, once you create the memory in your fingers, the muscle memory, also, you create the neural connection. You don't change. Okay. See. Very smooth, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't remember if that's repeat or what, but now that is just, I think that's a repeat, right? So that is the downward, descending progression, and we always have to play backwards. Otherwise, I won't regard myself effective or proficient already on that passage of music. Okay, I need to play backward. I need to make that more clear. And then, of course, we are going to do the form A one more time, right? There you have 2.13. Okay. It's, in fact, if I can be very frank with you, this is pretty hard to play. I mean, it's really not easy to play this progression, this guitar exercise, okay, especially here. And I think I mentioned already, even though this set of thirds on the second and third strings are not as hard to play physically compared to the ones on the first and second. Okay, so it's not going to cut your finger, hurt your finger, horribly, but the fingering is something really, you really need to focus on. Right? So anyway, spend as much time as you need and then practice until you can play, pretty smoothly. Before I end this video, I want to share with you a quote by Bruce Lee. Now, Bruce Lee said, a successful warrior is an ordinary person with laser-like focus. Okay, so what does it mean? A successful warrior is a fighter. I mean, we are fighting, with this guitar. Our fingers are fighting with this guitar. We are trying to subdue and attack, finger martial arts, right? Finger kung fu. So it's not that this person is special in some way, naturally special, has natural born talent. I mean, yes, that you can see that some people are just better, naturally than others. But to be successful, to be a successful warrior, you don't need to be a special person, with special talent. No, you and me, ordinary, person. Okay, we can achieve that if you have laser-like focus. Now, that's really the key, laser-like focus. Okay, that's really about self-discipline, laser-like focus, self-control, okay, concentration. I mean, your ability to concentrate. Now, so, yeah, it's difficult, right? This guitar exercise is very hard. And a lot of, my guitar exercises are very, very hard. I mean, very hard. But if you have laser-like focus, you are going to be successful in mastering them. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'll see you next time.